I was at my desk reviewing quarterly reports when the Instagram notification popped up. My mother had tagged me in a post. That should have been my first warning. I opened it to find a carousel of photos. My sister Victoria in a designer dress, surrounded by balloons and champagne, standing in our family's mansion, the same mansion where I'd grown up, where we'd celebrated every birthday, every achievement, every milestone. Except mine, not for the past 5 years. The caption made my chest tighten. Celebrating my CESFEL daughter's promotion to senior VP, only real achievements deserve parties. Some people build careers, others just play pretend. Proud mom, real success, note every omni can win. Today was my 30th birthday. My sister's promotion had happened 3 weeks ago, but mom had deliberately scheduled this party for today, for my birthday, and made sure to tag me so I wouldn't miss it. I scrolled through the photos. My father, smiling proudly at Victoria. My aunts and uncles, all dressed up. Extended family I hadn't heard from in months. Even my grandmother was there, the woman who'd once told me I was her special girl before I disappointed everyone. The comments were already rolling in. Such a beautiful celebration. Victoria is so accomplished. Some daughters make you proud. Congratulations. This is what success looks like. And then, from my cousin Jennifer. Happy birthday, Melissa. Hope you're having a good day. Followed immediately by my mother's reply. Today is about Victoria's achievements, not birthdays. Let's focus on what matters. I sat back in my ergonomic office chair, the one I'd bought myself for my corner office on the 42nd floor, and laughed. Actually laughed. My assistant knocked on the glass wall. Ms. Chen, your 2 p.m. is here. Give me 5 minutes, please, Amanda. I opened my email and pulled up 3 specific contacts. Property manager. Legal at Skyliner Real Estate. Accounting at. My fingers moved quickly across the keyboard. Subject. Immediate action required. Property access termination. Dear team, effective immediately, please terminate all access privileges for the following individuals at 847 Riverside Drive, the family mansion property. Patricia Chen, current resident. Michael Chen, current resident. Victoria Chen, frequent visitor. Please change all door codes, deactivate key cards, and update the security system by 11:59 p.m. today. New access codes should be sent only to me. Additionally, please prepare a formal 30-day notice to vacate for Patricia and Michael Chen. The lease agreement was month-to-month per original terms from 2019. This is not a request for discussion. This is a directive from the property owner. Best regards, Melissa Chen, owner, Skyline Properties LLC. I had sent on all 3 emails, then called my property lawyer directly. David, it's Melissa. I need you to do something for me tonight. Let me back up. 5 years ago, I left my family's luxury real estate business, Shen Dynasty Properties, founded by my grandfather, run by my father, where Victoria now worked as senior VP. I left because I was tired of being invisible. Tired of my ideas being dismissed. Tired of my father saying real estate is for serious people, while handing Victoria the projects I designed. So I started my own company, Skyline Properties. I started small, a single apartment building I bought with money I'd saved and a loan I qualified for on my own merit. Then I bought another building, and another. I did it quietly, using an LLC, operating under the radar while my family mocked my cute little venture. My mother loved telling people I'd given up on the family business to play entrepreneur. Victoria would laugh about my starter properties at family dinners. What they didn't know, what I'd never told them, was that over 5 years I'd built an empire. 42 properties across the city, commercial buildings, luxury apartments, mixed-use developments. My portfolio was worth $380 million, including the mansion they were currently partying in. See, 3 years ago, my parents made a catastrophic business decision. They over-leveraged on a development deal, and when the market shifted, they were facing foreclosure on everything, including the family mansion that had been in our family for 60 years. My father was too proud to tell anyone how bad things were, but I have friends in banking, I heard. So I made an offer through my LLC. I bought the mansion, the one with my childhood bedroom, my memories, my history, for $8.5 million. Below market value because they were desperate, but enough to save them from complete financial ruin. I never told them I was the buyer. The paperwork went through the LLC. I had my property management company handle everything. I let them believe some investment group had bought it and was generously letting them rent it for below market rates. My mother bragged to her friends about the wonderful deal they'd gotten. She had no idea she was paying rent to the daughter she constantly belittled. By 3 p.m., my property manager had confirmed. All access codes changed. Security system updated. Keys deactivated. 30-day notices will be delivered by courier at 6 p.m. By 6:30 p.m., my phone started ringing. First my father. I let it go to voicemail. Then my mother, 3 calls in a row. Then Victoria, then my father again. Finally, at 7:15 p.m., I answered my mother's 5th call. Melissa. Her voice was shrill with panic and rage. What did you do? Happy birthday to me, I said calmly. Our keys don't work. The security system locked us out. There are strangers delivering Eviction and notices. Not eviction notices, Mom. Those take a court order. Just 30-day notices to vacate. Very different legally. What are you TFKing about? I'm talking about the fact that I own 847 Riverside Drive. I have for 3 years. You've been paying me rent this whole time. The line went silent. That's not possible, she finally whispered. Skyline Properties LLC, check your lease agreement. Check your rental payment records. It's all there. You've been signing checks to my company for 36 months. You bought our home? I bought the home you were about to lose to foreclosure, yes. I saved you from financial ruin, and I charged you below market rent out of misplaced family loyalty. You're welcome, by the way. This is THEFT. No, it's capitalism. You know, that thing you're always celebrating Victoria for being so good at? I kept my voice pleasant. I saw an investment opportunity. I took it. Isn't that what you taught us? Business is business. Melissa, please. My father's voice came on the line. He must have grabbed the phone. Let's talk about this calmly. This is clearly a misunderstanding. There's no misunderstanding, Dad. I'm the owner. You're the tenants. And your lease is being terminated. On what grounds? His voice shifted to the authoritative tone he used in negotiations. We've paid every month on time. We've maintained the property. You can't just terminate without cause. Actually, I can. Your lease is month to month, which means either party can terminate with 30 days notice for any reason. That's what you signed. I have the contract in front of me right now. Why are you doing this? Victoria's voice, tearful, shocked. What did we do? You really don't know? I asked. You threw a party at a house you don't own on my birthday and posted about how I'm a failure who doesn't deserve to be celebrated. You did it deliberately. You wanted to hurt me. It was just social media. It was public humiliation, I corrected. It was years of dismissing me, mocking me, excluding me, treating me like I was worthless because I chose my own path. And today, on my 30th birthday, you decided to make sure everyone knew exactly how little you think of me. We didn't mean, Victoria started. Yes, you did. You meant every word, and now you get to experience the consequences. Please, my mother's voice again, desperate now. Where are we supposed to go? This is our home. It's my home. You just live there, or rather, you live there. Past tense. I paused. You have 30 days to find somewhere else. I suggest you start looking. Melissa, be reasonable. My father tried. I am being reasonable. I'm giving you 30 days, which is more than the law requires. And I'm not suing you for the damage Victoria's party caused to the hardwood floors in the ballroom. You're getting off easy. What do you want? My mother asked, her voice breaking. Money? We'll pay you more rent. I don't want your money. I have plenty of my own. I looked at the Instagram post still open on my screen. I want you to understand something. You spent 5 years treating me like a failure, like I was nothing because I wasn't part of your company. But I built something bigger than you ever gave me credit for. I own 42 properties in this city, including the mansion you were just partying in. My company is worth more than Dad's entire current portfolio. Silence. I did it without your help, I continued. Without your approval, without your validation. I did it because I'm good at what I do, whether you acknowledge it or not. You really own all that? My father's voice was stunned. Check the records if you don't believe me. Skyline Properties LLC. It's all public information if you know where to look. But you never looked, did you? Because you were too busy dismissing me to actually see what I was building. Why didn't you tell us? Victoria asked quietly. Because I wanted to see who you really were when you thought I was powerless. And you showed me. Today, on my birthday, you showed me exactly who you are. They tried to fight it, of course. My father's lawyers reviewed the lease and confirmed what I'd already told him: month-to-month tenancy, legal 30-day notice, no grounds to contest. My mother tried the emotional route, calling my grandmother to intervene. But Grandma surprised everyone by saying, "Maybe you should have been nicer to Melissa all these years." Victoria tried to appeal to sisterly bonds. She showed up at my office building. Security called me before letting her up. "Please," she said when I finally agreed to see her in the lobby. "This is destroying our family." "No, Victoria, you destroyed it years ago. This is just the consequence." "I'm sorry about the post. I'll delete it. It has 847 likes and 203 comments. Deleting it now doesn't erase what you said." "What do you want me to do?" Her perfect makeup was streaked with tears. I said, "I'm sorry. I don't want anything from you," I said honestly. "I don't want revenge. I don't want to reconcile. I don't want to be invited to family dinners where everyone pretends this didn't happen. I just want you to leave me alone. We're family. Family respects each other. Family celebrates each other's successes, not just their own. Family doesn't post public humiliation on someone's birthday." I stood up. "You're not my family anymore. You're just tenants who need to find a new place to live." "What are you going to do with the house?" "That's none of your business." 28 days later, my parents moved into a luxury apartment downtown. Smaller than the mansion, but still impressive. They weren't destitute, just humbled. Victoria helped them move. She'd been quiet on social media since deleting the birthday post. On day 30, I visited the mansion for the first time since I bought it. It was strange walking through rooms I'd grown up in, seeing them empty of my family's belongings. My childhood bedroom. The library where Dad had taught me about real estate. The kitchen where Mom had hosted hundreds of dinner parties. All empty now, just mine. I stood in the ballroom where Victoria's party had been. There were still faint scuff marks on the floor where they'd moved furniture. My property manager appeared in the doorway. "Ms. Chen, what do you want to do with the space?" I thought about it. I could sell it, turn a huge profit. I could rent it again to someone else. I could move in myself, finally claim my childhood home. Instead, I pulled out my phone and called the director of the youth entrepreneurship nonprofit I volunteered with. "Hi, Janet. It's Melissa. I have a property I'd like to donate for your business incubator program." 6 months later, the Chen family mansion, renamed the Skyline Innovation Center, opened its doors to young entrepreneurs from underprivileged backgrounds. Free workspace, mentorship, resources. Everything I'd wished I'd had when I started my company. The press coverage was extensive. Local real estate mogul transforms family estate into youth business hub. My mother called after seeing the news. "You turned our home into a charity?" Her voice was thick with emotion. "I turned my property into something useful," I corrected. "I saw your interview. You talked about building businesses without family support, about proving yourself." She paused. "Were you talking about us?" "What do you think?" A long silence. Then, "I think I've been a terrible mother. I wasn't expecting that. I think," she continued, her voice breaking, "I was so focused on the daughter who followed the plan that I couldn't see the daughter who was brave enough to make her own path. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Melissa." I closed my eyes, years of hurt and anger warring with the faint hope that maybe finally she understood. "I'm sorry too," I said quietly. "I'm sorry I had to go to these lengths to make you see me. Can we try again? To be a family?" "I don't know, Mom. That's going to take time." "I understand." She paused. "For what it's worth, I'm proud of you. I should have said it years ago, but I'm saying it now. I'm proud of everything you've built." "Thank you," I whispered. It wasn't forgiveness. It wasn't reconciliation, but it was a start. My 31st birthday was different. I threw my own party at a rooftop restaurant I owned. Invited my real friends, my business partners, my mentors. People who supported me, believed in me, celebrated my successes. My phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. It was a photo, Victoria, standing in front of a modest office building with a sign that read, "Victoria Chen, Independent Real Estate Consultant." The message said, "I left Dad's company, starting my own firm. No family money, no connections, just me. I figured if my sister could do it, maybe I could too." Happy birthday, Melissa. I hope it's everything you deserve. I stared at the photo for a long time. Then I replied, good luck. It's harder than it looks, but worth it. 3 dots appeared, then disappeared, then appeared again. Maybe we could get coffee sometime. No family, no drama. Just sisters who both know what it's like to build something from nothing. I looked around at my party, at the life I built, at the person I've become, not despite my family's rejection, but maybe because of it. Maybe, I typed back. Let's start there. Because here's what I learned. You can't force people to value you. You can't make them see your worth. You can only build a life so undeniable that they eventually have no choice but to acknowledge it. And sometimes the sweetest revenge isn't destruction. It's success so complete, so visible, so impossible to ignore that it transforms everything, including, eventually, the people who doubted you. My mother was right about one thing in that Instagram post. Only real achievements deserve parties. And I'd achieved something real. I'd achieved it without them, despite them, and ultimately, for myself. And that made all the difference.